Welcome back, everyone. Power to the Buster here. If you're squeamish, I don't know if you want to watch the rest of this unboxing, because some of these cards I feel like I had to do damage to. So, first up is Slimer. This figure, well, first off, the tail is extra swivelly, more swivelly than before. Everything is more rubbery, like super bendy, you know. The mouth isn't as hard, well, bendy as the original, but everything else is. You'll see with the actual guys. So that's Slimer. For the packaging, I didn't show that part, but I had cut around the edges because I wanted to keep the cards. But yeah, that isn't going to happen. Actually, I found it easier, and that's my son. I found it easier to open these things the vintage way, and these things are super flexible, very, very gummy. But yeah, so we have Ray here. This is the one I tried to do my original method with the box cutter and cutting around, keeping the card safe, but that's not going to work out. And here is the slime, which goes great with Slimer, but thing is, real Ghostbusters never had green slime. Slime was purples, blues, I believe yellow, and pink. But I'm gonna get into that later, in a later video. But yeah, I tried to cut the card or whatever, the bubble off the card. That method definitely did not work. So yeah, this is a little painful. This is painful for me to even be experiencing firsthand. So yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, I tried to open this thing with ease and it did not work out. And these figures are the ones with the damage cards. So again, I might keep the cards just for my son. He can have them. But the inserts I am going to toss, because these triggers are definitely not going back in their bubbles. Sorry, y'all. It's late, as usual. The only time I actually get to do these videos when everyone's asleep. So, yeah. So, anyways, cut around. It doesn't really work. As you can see, I'm struggling like an idiot. And yeah, so much nostalgia just hit me when I opened that figure. I mean, man, it's so nostalgic, but at the same time, it's so different. It's not the original. It's a recreation from scratch to look similar. But I don't know, a piece of you get that nostalgic feeling of when you first opened them back in the day. Man. And you know what's weird? I didn't even think about it. I opened Ray first, and that was the very first Ghostbuster I had. The only one. And look how rubbery that is. Look how flexible. It's ridiculous. So it's hard to stand, kind of. So I've been using action figure stands that works with them. And the proton packs are pretty easy to put on. They just peg in. You can use the twist method. At first I was thinking, well, these are a lot easier to get on than the other ones. Nah, the original ones, literally, instead of just pulling them out and messing up the tap, and there's Slimer with the messed up eyes. But yeah, instead of just pulling them out and messing up the tap, you had to do a twist method. Twist a figure one way, twist a pack the other. And it usually worked. And here's me trying to finish cutting the bubbles so I could save the card, and yeah, I just gave up on that. So next, well, Ray's standing pretty good right there, but next up is Peter. So this one I just went in old school style from the, what was it, the right side bottom corner, bam, came right off like a throwback. So now you guys know how to open these. Bottom right hand, peel off, and look at that. Everything comes out nice and smooth. Peter is by far the gummiest of the figures. I believe Winston is just as gummy, if not more. But I'm pretty sure Peter was the gummiest. Oh, and that's Ray's ghost. Those ghosts is so dark. The original ones was like candy, but these are like expired gummies. But man, again, it felt so good to pull these things out. The streams are super light compared to the originals, like beyond neon, like a doll. So you got like dull green, dull red, to a point it's pretty much pink. And yeah, I don't know, but again, since these are pretty much recreations from the ground up, they could have colored the cuffs, the collars, the correct colors. So Peter's is brown and green. Look at that. His cuffs, collar should have been green. I mean, it just should have. They could have made it more cartoon accurate at this rate. But again, oh, also the wands doesn't seem as easy to break this time around. My son been playing with them, bashing around, dropping them, throwing them, and everything, and the wands are still intact. So that is a plus. And next we have Winston Zeddemore. So again, trying the bottom right of the bubble. I was about to say tab, but there is no tab. And this one, look at that. Oh God, that's brutal. That one didn't really work out as well, but still got it. That one was a little extra sticky, so it tore more of the packaging than I'd like. And again, the trays I tossed. I kept the bubbles. They're still on the card. The cards are still there in case my son wanna, I don't know, do whatever. But I might just get rid of the bubble completely, which is what I am likely going to do, because I only need the cards for his nostalgic sake. And yeah, and also the throwers are harder to remove from the pack. They're easy, but they're a lot harder to remove. Like, check that out. I have a feeling that's going to be a problem in the future. I mean, there was a way to get them on and off on the originals without damaging anything, but this time around it's not quite like that. Yeah, he was more gummy than Peter. Look at this. In the arms he's more gummy, and yeah, I believe Peter was more gummy in the legs. I don't know, I would have to go back through and check that again, because again, I'm recording this after the fact. So yeah, and then the last of the last, because I don't have my Stay Puff. Walmart was supposed to send me a Stay Puff. They botched that, so that's long gone. So yeah, I only got one Stay Puff boxed, and the other that was supposed to be on the way and is no longer coming. So yeah, I have to find a new Stay Puff. I can't open the single one that I have. That Slimer, no, that's one of the other Slimers. I do have two of those. That one is my son's. And yeah, we have Egon. Same as the others. New hole in the back, where the proton pack can just peg right into. And yeah. Again, Winston has red and the light bluish color, so his trim should have been red collar, red cuffs. Egon should have pink cuffs and pink collar. And again, they could have did this, because I feel these are pretty much on the cheap side.